Hey guys, what's up? It's Kay, and today we'll be looking at the SCM EX Gouf figure by Band Presto. So again, like most SCM EX figures, this one is still a prize figure, so you have to play that UFO catcher game or crane machine games for you to be able to get one. But lucky for me, I was able to get this for just $10 or 500 pesos or Philippine money, because a friend of mine just sold it to me. So this one's pre-owned. I was able to get two of these and for the same amount, and I pretty much sold my spare one or my second Gouf figure to a friend, just to help him out because he wanted a good Gouf figure. And pretty much this is the best Gouf figure that we have so far, because there's no Robot Damacy figure of it yet. We do have the Gouf custom, but that's different, and this one's specifically Rambaral's Gouf. So let's get start with the accessories first. So oh, to take note, since mine is pre-owned, there's one thing missing on mine. It's the closed fist on the right arm, but pretty much I have everything on here. So first he has this one. Okay, let me just move this back. Okay, let's see here. So he has the Gatling finger. Alright, so this is pretty much it. Alright, very boring, but it is what it is. So that's a Gatling finger, or the Vulcan finger, whatever it is that you wanted to call it, but I'm pretty sure it's he calls it the Gatling finger or something. Anyway, so that's his first accessory. The next is the shield. Neat looking shield, and it has an interesting connector, by the way, and I'll show you how this works later. And lastly, it's the heat saber. Now unfortunately it doesn't come with just the handle alone, so what you see is just what you're gonna get. And I think this is the best looking Gouf heat saber, or pretty much Rambaral's Gouf heat saber. So it's the best looking one out of them all, because it's slightly redesigned, so it kind of looks like a barbarian's sword, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's moving on. So moving on with articulation, let's start with the head. So the head can do a chicken. I tightened mine, so it doesn't, you can't really see it, but it's a little bit tight here. But you can do the chicken, and the arm will go 360 like so. And he has a double jointed arm, double jointed bend on the elbow. The wrist is in a single ball joint, or the hand is on a single ball joint, and you can twist the arm or rotate the arm like so below the shoulder. For the ab crunch, this guy has a pretty good bend, so you can see he's got a good bend there. And see, you can go 360. It can go 360, but the tubes that's on the skirt that's connected to the backpack is hindering it. But yeah, it can go 360 without this, but since it has this thing going on, you can't really do that. And the skirt is pretty interesting. It's rubber, so it's not gonna hinder stuff there. So with the leg articulation, it can do some pretty nice splits. Alright, and can do it can go as high as that one, and can do a 360 180 bend. And what's interesting, or what I like about this Gouf figure, is since it has that double jointed action going on, it's interesting because this piece will separate if you bend the knee. How awesome is that for an old figure? Neat. So it has a thigh swivel on there, and double jointed knee. and the foot is on a ball joint, so it can rotate and wiggle around. Can point its toes that far, and it can go that way as well. And that's pretty much it. And the backpack doesn't have any articulation, so it doesn't really have to. And this thing, so this is for, let's say, if you have any Zaku figures or an SCM EX Zaku figures, you can put the giant bazooka of the Zaku figures on there or in there, and it's gonna clip on nicely. So what else do we have? So that's pretty much it for the Gouf. Very simple figure, very articulate. You can I love the proportions on this guy, and it doesn't have so much going on. So all he has is the saber, which he can hold here on his right hand or left hand, whatever it is that you want him to do, or maybe hold the beam saber or the heat saber there, and put the Gatling finger on here. So for you to equip the shield, you see how there's a peg on there, and there's a slit or there's a hole here. All you have to do is just peg that in like so. And then what's a neat I guess feature that this thing has is you can put the heat saber on one of those holes, so it's really up to you. So I'm gonna put mine here, well, not this hole but this hole here, right there. So you're just gonna put the handle there and lock it in place. That's it. One thing I don't like about this is that like I said, it doesn't have that accessory where you just get the handle alone. So if you're gonna put this thing on the shield, it's not really gonna make sense, because why is it activated, So I don't really like it posed this way. I'd rather post him holding the beams, the heat sword. So that's pretty much for the Gouf. So what I did, I had a spare Xenography Gouf custom. So I had a spare shield with the Gatling gun and the heat saber on. So I just cut a few pieces. This is the Xenography Gouf Gatling gun, shield, and heat saber. So I just cut this piece out, and it fits perfectly here. So yeah, that's a neat add-on that I did, which is pretty cool. But it doesn't come with this figure, so you have to buy the Xenography Gouf custom for you to be able to do this. So luckily I have a spare. I have two of the Gouf custom, because the other one is in Gouf mode, Gouf custom mode. The other one is in Ifrit mode, and I might review that in the future. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's the SCM EX figure. Currently it retails for about 4,000 to 6,000 yen. So if you find something that's cheaper, that's good. But if you want my opinion, do not buy it if it's around 5,000 or 6,000. If you see one around 4,000, then go for it. Because this one's a rare piece, but the value of the figure isn't supposed to be that high. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next review.